Hello, hello. Just checking if my sound is clear.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon. Yes, it's very clear, sir.
Yes, thank you.
How are you, sir?
Very good. How are you?
I'm feeling better. I was a bit under weather, but it's recovering now. Thank you, sir.
Great. Nice to hear that. Okay, so we'll start on time, and those who will be joining will join. Um, Again, I would like to welcome you for another workshop from Inner Space. Every Saturday there's a workshop that happens, and today we are going to be looking into how our thoughts create our reality and how can we use that to create the reality that we want to see. So thank you for this opportunity from Inner Space that we are able to bring to you these kind of programs. So we appreciate very much if you can actually share these programs so that it can reach to others. And just like we benefit and, we get others to benefit from these programs. And these will be recorded and you can find them on our YouTube link. All these programs will be there after, happening. It will be posted on our YouTube channel. So welcome, Rola. Just to say hello, my name is Arif and I've been with Inner Space for over 14 years now. And as you know, Inner Space is an organization that is helping people to meditate and give opportunities for self-development and such programs, and has been doing that from Abu Dhabi for all these years. And we really appreciate that you join these programs. And as I said, you spread it to others as well. So welcome, Arova. Welcome, Rola. I know Aroba is connecting from Saudi. If you want to say hello, Aroba. Okay. Hello. Thank you. And Rola, you connecting from? I mean, the name sounds familiar. Lebanon. Yes, Rola from Lebanon. Yes. Thank you so much for joining in.
Hello. This is Uruba. Hi. Just want
Hi,
to...
Aroba.
Yeah. Sorry.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining in.
I'm excited for this lecture. It's really interesting for me. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So where do we start today? Maybe with a little story. So one day there was a monk, and he was quite senior, and he decided that he wanted to do more practice on meditation. So he takes his boat and he goes onto the river, and very quietly in one spot he keeps his boat and he sits for meditation, very, very attentive, very, very alert. And he hears a sound, and the sound comes crashing and something hits his boat. And after sitting there very, very contemplative and very, very deep in meditation, he gets disturbed, and he immediately turns around and kind of is ready to shout at the person who doesn't realize that he was sitting and he was trying to meditate. And he looks back and he sees that there is no one in the boat. And then immediately, obviously, he would be mad if he would be shouting at an empty boat, which is, which is hit his boat. And so he immediately quietens down and he almost, is laughing at himself. And he reflects and he thinks that I was, for a moment, just going to shout at a boat which is empty, which hits my boat. And he realizes that if this is what is happening, then it is actually not the boat which is a problem, but my thoughts that I create about the boat, which is a problem, because the event was the same. If there was a person, the person would drive onto his boat, or if it is the boat that hits his boat, the event is the same, but the reaction is very different. So I just thought that I would share this story and I would ask you to reflect upon this story. Welcome, Vinod. I would like you to reflect. I hope you got the gist of the story, Vinod, or would you like me to repeat a part of it?
Please repeat part of it.
Okay. I thought you missed the
I
punch.
missed. Yeah.
So what happens is there's this monk who is in his boat and he's decided that he's going to sit for meditation. So he takes his boat away a little bit from the city, and then he starts meditating, and he's very deep in his meditation, and suddenly he hears something knocking his boat, and he turns around ready to shout at whoever hit his boat. And when he turned around, he sees that the boat was empty, and immediately his reaction completely changes, because he knows that this just boat which is which is around, and it just went by the waves and just came and hit. And then he pauses for a moment and he says that, wait a minute, what has happened? What has happened? The boat came and hit, and I was ready to react, and I would have reacted. And now the same incident happened, but the boat was empty, and my reaction was very different. And he says that the reality is actually, it's not the boat hitting my boat and I getting disturbed. It's my thought that creates my disturbance. And from that day, transformation starts for him. He realizes that there are a lot of empty boats that hits us on daily basis. Okay, so I would like you to reflect on this story for a moment and just think about your thoughts that you think on daily basis about things that happens. And what is it that you realize from this story? Apart from the fact that your thoughts create your reality, but how does it feel when you realize that, look, when a boat is there and it is empty, my reaction is different. If there was somebody, my reaction is different. And based on my reaction, everything else that happens after that, most likely the guy would have, the meditator, the monk would have actually laughed, that I was ready to, attack this person who was not even there. Can you go a little bit deeper into that story and see what comes up for you? So, some thoughts. If you can speak, it will be great, because we are very few, no? But if you can't, I will try to read. But whenever I read, my eyes go down and I lose your focus. Okay, so.
Yes, I just think about it.
You typed, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think about that usually in our head, in the reality. We have many stories for many things that happens to us. But
Yeah.
usually the mind make
Yeah.
illusion for you and goes to the negative thoughts more than positive. So we just, give translation to those events in a negative way. We don't go to the positive. This is the mind how it is work, because hit or run or something run. So that's
Yeah.
why we
Hit and
think
run.
about yeah, we think about negative stuff before we think about positive stuff. This is what
Yeah.
I think, that mind is sometimes make you illusion for negativity. I don't know if
Very
it's
true.
right or not.
No, no, very true. The
Okay,
natural tendency is the mind would be quite
explain the
negative. Yeah, would be quite
negative.
negative. Yes,
Yes, yes.
very true.
Okay,
Very true.
okay. Thanks for
Okay,
listening.
no, thank you. Let's hear from any other thoughts. Anyone else? What's your reflection on this story? What's your learning? Vinay?
Uh, I believe like mind is always preoccupied with certain notions,
Mm-hmm.
some negativities towards outside. So that's why we always react instead of thinking, or instead of being in the moment that what's happening, but we always react.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We like you always see, or usually, I wouldn't say always, but you usually try to look at the faults. Like you'll have everything okay, but the fault becomes the focus. Okay,
Yes.
you notice that if you made an error, somebody will come and remember the error even after 10 years. That error, stays stuck with you,
Mm.
and that's how we actually process things. I remember one time there was one person, and we were in a big gathering, and by mistake that person, for some unknown, I don't know, whatever the reason was, had put a lot of pepper in the food. It was like a retreat, and that incident has stayed back, so this person is a cook and usually does that and does a wonderful job. It's like, qualified, but because, like you have 100 people maybe sometimes, and they eat, and the only thing they remember is, oh, that person who put so much pepper in the food. Like it gets really, it gets embedded, forget about this. Look at even the these uh, people who um, celebrities or people who are well known, who have good position. People remember them. Oh, that's the guy who did this. This is the
My,
person who did that.
our
And
mind
why?
actually, yeah,
Exactly.
catch that certain negative experience and keep with them always.
Exactly. Exactly. You know, and that creates really sometimes turbulence. Even like even if somebody is changed, that to get out of that label is very difficult. You know,
Yeah, correct.
and yeah, so this is also very true. Yeah. Any
But
other thoughts?
but is
Yeah.
our mind made always this way? I mean, do we really need to remember all the bad stuff? It's just I'm thinking,
No, no, not at
eh,
all. Not
right?
at all.
I
It
mean,
is necessary to, like, I'm not saying if something happened, we can't say that I've forgotten it. I'm not. You do remember it, but when we put it in a box, okay, Azim did something, but it's not necessary that he will, and like people are not static, you know, everybody changes. I myself, I'm not the same person. You knew me 1 year ago. Now, after 1 year, I'm not the same person, but in our mind, we put people in prison. We imprison people by thinking that that's what they are. Like once something has happened, you just put them in a box. And then you feel or you think that, okay, these people are like that and that those people are like this, you know. I know this, we even generalize, no? Sometimes we see a car, somebody driving the car, and we say that, I don't know, but this was quite an often, something that would happen often. They said, oh, this is that particular kind of people. They don't know how to drive. You must have heard, you know, or these people are, you know, like you're putting labels, you know, and we
This
can
is
see.
when I was younger. I don't even know how to drive, but it was a teenage, and we used to get this from our parents or elders. The car driving in the middle lane must be an old person or a lady.
Yeah,
So that's the perception. Yeah, yeah. So we created that perception forever.
yeah, 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 yeah. No, no, it's such a, you know, like the boat, no? Just like the
But
boat.
you know, I changed my thought, and when I attended the training session in the driving school, and they only taught one scenario. If ever anyone is doing a harsh driving or slow driving, strangely not normal, please don't make your decision. You don't know the scenario of that person. Maybe somebody is going to have a pregnancy, maybe somebody is having an emergency.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
this
yeah,
thought always keep me calm. I never react. Never.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's the key. That's the key. Yeah. What you just said is the key. It's like, you know, just don't make opinion of things. Don't start creating those things, because those things then will become real for you. Even if it is not real, those things will become your reality. Whatever you think will become your reality, you know. So what I thought about this was that, imagine that whenever an incident happens in your life, somebody says something, if you can think that, just with this story, think that there's nobody driving this boat, there's nobody, you know, there's no boatman on this boat, and the boat just hit you. And that's not false, that's true. When somebody else runs that other person's mind or your mind, how can we start blaming? And most of us are being controlled, our thoughts are being controlled by something else. The driver is not there. Yeah. So when incidents happen in my life, can I just change it and say that there's nobody, the boat is empty, you know? Just say the boat is empty. It's okay. You know, because at that point of time, you know, like for example, one obvious thing, when somebody is angry at you, obviously there's nobody driving that boat at that time. You know, because that person is possessed at that point of time. He's not in control of his mind, he's not control of his action. And if you shout back, or if you try to talk to that person, he's not there, you know. So like, you know, have you seen somebody who's you know, not well, you know, has some mental issue, and they shout on the street? We don't blame them. Or somebody who's sick, you never blame them, right? So why do we blame people? It's the same thing. This person does not know what they're doing, so why are you blaming them? Yeah.
And even in the worst case scenario, as we have seen in the movies mostly, I mean, most of the time, like even the worst person who might have hurt somebody or
Yeah.
baddest thing done, and when they break after some time, they break and they speak the truth, and they are
Yes.
guilty. Yeah,
Yes, of course. Yeah.
yeah.
You know, but we find ourselves, you know, policing other people, telling other people, this is wrong, this is wrong, you should not do this, you should not do this. But the person doesn't realize. I mean, even if they do realize, but they are not in control. Why would somebody do anything wrong? You know, it's only because somewhere there is weakness inside them. And then you translate that to yourself. When you do something wrong, just understand that there is something else which is actually influencing you. And we are going to see what are those things that influences us in our thoughts, and obviously then in our action, and therefore in what we are creating for ourselves. Yeah. So I'm going to ask you,
I have a question that
please.
how do you convince the mind that this what you are thinking is not real? You sometimes you just
How?
think about something negative, like the boat is there and somebody in the boat gonna hit you, or the boat is hit you, you know. But how can I tell my mind that it's not right? Nobody there. I'm fine. I'm okay. But sometimes when you said that to your mind, I mean, this positive thoughts, the mind will repeat to you, no, no. What do you think in the beginning is right? You know, the mind will not accept the positivity directly. You know, it cannot be manipulated.
Yeah.
Understand me?
So, yeah,
This is
yeah,
I just want to know the strategy to deal with this
yeah,
mind.
yeah. This will come. And
Thank
the
you.
answer is when you understand how to control your own mind.
Okay, how to control? Tell me.
Yeah, how you control your own mind, that's where you
Okay.
will understand how is it that you can convert or change everything
Yes,
in a
converting
way.
the thought. Converting,
Because you
when
need,
you
yeah,
convert, and then the mind will accept. I want it
yeah,
to accept this convert to
yeah,
positivity. This
exactly,
is,
yeah.
I want to know this strategy, how to can convert the
We'll
thought, and
do
the mind will accept it. Okay, fine, I accept
exactly.
it and I like it, and don't worry, it
Yeah,
won't be there. But I
exactly.
go back to that negative thought again, you know.
Yeah,
So I
so at
think
least we'll
Thank you,
discuss the
thank you.
strategy.
I would
Okay,
like to
thank you.
add
This,
in that after hearing all Miss Urba. So our mind is. I learned this. It's a little psychological term called conditioned. Our mind got conditioned because of the scenarios and long-term processes. So it's been conditioned in something which is not fine.
hmm,
Then we work out with meditation, with
hmm,
continuous thought processing. There all those things which that's why we are here as well. And then we change that conditioning and change it back to something which we call normal.
hmm,
I may say that. Thank you.
yeah, yeah.
I have a question. This is Rula.
Yes, Rola, please go ahead.
So if this empty boat is hitting my boat every single day, okay, so I'm ignoring. I can understand. I'm trying to control my mind that this is empty and there's nothing in it. But as an effect, it's affecting me like every day, and it's affecting my life. So how can I
Yes.
deal with this state, like on reality?
Yeah. Find another
You
river.
know? Excuse me.
Find another river.
That's it,
Don't go into
right?
that.
Exactly. Okay.
No.
Or I
It's
will say
very
change the
true.
boat, but that's a joke only.
No. Yeah, that's also a joke. When we translate it into a situation that every time there is somebody who creates some kind of disturbance in my life, obviously the first thing to understand is obviously there is nobody in the world who's going to keep on hitting, because every time that boat hits you, the boat also gets damaged, remember that. Okay, and nobody in his or her senses would want to do that. Okay, we say no, hurt people hurt. That's very true. When I am hurt, then I start hurting others. Why would I do that otherwise? Obviously there is hurt, and that hurts is showing up. Okay, but yes, there is a way that if something is happening and you know that it is happening regularly, again, we can't generalize. Depending on what kind of hurt is coming. Okay, if it is something that uh, people think that when we say like this, it means that we just are positive people, and if somebody is doing wrong, and they can just continue to do wrong. That's not what I'm suggesting. What I'm suggesting is we have to act from the space of peace. We have to act from the space of control. Okay, we don't have to react, because when I react, I'm actually doing the same thing as the other person. So I'm not suggesting that if somebody keeps hitting your boat, you might drown, damage might come. It's not at all that you don't do anything, but how do you actually respond? So we're going to talk a little bit more about that. So welcome, Rashida. Would you like to tell us where you're joining from today? I know you came in between, but would you like to share where you are connecting from?
Yeah, hi. I'm from Dubai only.
Dubai, okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Welcome. I think you came
Thank you
in
so much.
between. If there's
Yeah,
any
yeah,
question,
yeah. I was
feel
I was driving and I couldn't log in that time.
no worries at all. If there's any question, please feel free to drive. I hope
No,
you're
no,
not
not
driving now. Are you
sorry.
still driving? Are you still
No,
driving?
no. I'm not driving anymore.
Okay. So feel free to
Sure,
ask.
sure. I'll ask if I have a question. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much and welcome. Okay, so what I would like you to think, we'll come to the strategy after this, but what I would like to ask you is, what is it that you would like to create? Okay, so just reflect for a moment and think, what kind of life would you like to create? Okay, so take a couple of minutes, and if you have a paper and a pen, just try and think, what kind of life do I want to experience in my life? What kind of life do I want to experience in my life? Anything, don't feel that there isn't any limitation. Whatever it is, it could be practical stuff, it could be deeper stuff, doesn't matter. Whatever it is that you want to create, just write it down. And I'll give you just a couple of minutes for that. Yes, the exercise is to write what is it that you want to create in your life. At the moment, what is it that you want to create in your life? And if you have a pen and a paper, or if you are on your mobile, you can just write down that, I'm Aroba and I want to create da 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 da. Yes, thank you. One response is already there. I want to create a healthy, peaceful life. Okay, so you can either type and or you can unmute and just in essence, what is it that you want to create? Aruba has already typed her. I want to create healthy, peaceful life. Okay, I'll show you how to do that. Yeah, and I can assure you it works. Okay. It can be anything. Don't limit yourself and write things. Make it very clear. Okay, what is it that you want? It should be something very, very clear, that this is what I want to create in my life. Because you've come in this session, most probably is how to create the thoughts that will create your reality, right? So we're going to go into that. Okay, others, can you share what you want to create? Anyone who's finished? Don't write too much, just one or two things. What would you like to create in your life? Hello. Yeah, okay. Yes, please go ahead. Can you start sharing now so that we can continue? I'll just show you something that might be useful. Vinod?
I want the life to be like, I want to be more of accepting in the life. Like whatever life throws to me, I want to have a courage to accept it, whatever comes my way.
Okay. So you want to create acceptance. Okay. Rola saying, happy, peaceful life at the present and in the future for myself and my children. Yeah. Very similar, healthy, peaceful, and happy, peaceful. Yeah. Rashida? Satisfaction. Yeah. I want to be more positive. You want to be more positive. When you become more positive, what is it that you will get? What you will get? What kind of life do you want? This is something that will take you there to be more positive. But what is it that you want? After being positive, what is it that you want? You ask the children this question, they'll have 100 things to tell you. Why it is taking you time, You should know what you want, no? How can you create something when you don't know? No? So, Rashida, anything else?
So I basically focus on more negative things in life, and my focus is mostly there. So I just want to change that, like want to be more positive and yeah, I mean, I don't know how to
So
put it
let's
in
say
words.
now you are more positive. What will happen? Let's say you've become positive. How do you feel now that you are positive?
I think I'll be more happier in life if I just
Happy.
focus on more positive
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
I'll
So
be
let
more
me tell you.
peaceful.
Yeah. Yeah. So let me tell you the secret now. Okay. So whether happiness, peace, whether I want to be more accepting or satisfied, I'm not sure. Azim, what was your thing? I think you mentioned, no? You spoke about it. Maybe it slipped my mind. Azim, what did you say? What did you want? I want to create grooming mind of people around me and my offspring. I want rahma and peacefulness, mercy to be the first principle of life. Okay. So there is one thing. There is one recipe. Okay. And this recipe, you try it for 21 days. Okay. Whatever it is that you want to create. Okay. Do not start talking about I want peace, I want happiness, I want this. Don't start talking about it in that sense. Think that you've already got it. You've already got acceptance, you've already got peace, you've already got happiness, you've already got mercy, you've got it. It's already there. Okay? And start talking about it. Okay? So often what we do is whatever we want, we are trying to chase for it and we are trying to bring it into my life. And every time I think about it like that, what I am saying actually is that I don't have it. I want more money. Okay? When I say I want more money, what is the message that goes? I want more peace. What is the message that goes inside? I don't have peace. I don't have happiness. Okay? I don't have money. You know? So this is how it is heard. Whenever you ask when you are asking something, what you're saying is, at this moment, I don't have it. You know? And that's why you're searching for it. And that's why you're looking for it. The universe doesn't work that way. The universe works in the way that I align myself and I say to myself that, you know, and I'm sure most of you have heard us talking about, I, the soul, I am peace. You know, I am peace. Not I. We never tell you that, you know, in the course that we do or in the workshop. We never tell you that I am a soul, I am going to be peace. No, 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 no. I am a soul, I am peace. When am I peace? I am peace right now. I was peace and I will always be peace. The only issue is that I am trying to, you know, and every time I try to, I am going away. You know, if you already have something, you're not going to try to, right? You're going to say that I have it. Okay? I'm not able to remember it, but I have it. It's there. Okay? So with this understanding, now I want you to start seeing there is happiness. The first thing in the morning, you wake up, you just tell yourself, I'm happy. This is going to be a very happy day. And I'm going to be spreading happiness to everyone. Just try for 21 days. Pick one thing only. Pick one thing, and for 21 days continuously, every day in the morning, speak about that. And don't speak about just like, you know, the word positive thinking has become a little bit of a problem nowadays. Even affirmation has become a problem today. It's a reality that you have recognized. It's a reality that you have recognized that I am actually, this being, I am peace, I am love, I am joy. Okay? Nobody needs to come and put this. I need not go and search for this. Now this reality was missing in my life. Now I recognize that this is what it is. Abundance is not somewhere out there. Abundance is already here. Okay? I know that whatever my needs are will be fulfilled. Not my greed, my needs are always fulfilled because they come from the pure heart of the need, you know. So then start noticing. Okay, so the reason I'm asking you to do this exercise is to shift this awareness of lacking to the awareness of abundance. Okay, just remember, every time you are thinking about peace, what you are thinking is about actually peacelessness. Yeah, this is the one that is creating. So the energy that I'm building up is of peacelessness. Every time you think about lack of something, you are increasing that. Okay, you are actually making it even more. Even if you say I want, you know, when you say I want, it means that you don't have. How can you pull that, you know? How can you pull that in your life? How can you pull that in your experience? So,
And Sarah, sorry to interrupt. One more thing I have observed: all those parents or grandparents, our forefathers, whatever they have struggled for in their lives, they couldn't get that, and they will be wishing that for us, and they might have tried for it also, very hard ways, in the same way.
Yeah.
So I think that's been also going on for what you call inherited
passed on.
process.
You inherited,
Yeah.
yeah. You know, like you can see, you know, the struggles that, you know, you have seen somebody else automatically comes into you, and then you start, you know, being very careful about something, and you don't know why, where you have a lot, you know, and still you are, you know, you feel insecure. The reason is that you've put in your mind, you know, and that's what my next part of this workshop is going to be. What drives your thoughts? What is it that drives your thoughts? We said our thoughts creates our reality, but like what Azim said, the conditioning that has happened has created these thought patterns. Okay, one is the thoughts and another one is the thought patterns. These are little programs that we always trigger every time something happens. So these little programs are our conditioning, our beliefs, you know, our habits that we have created, you know, and this might be created many, many years ago. And we are still using the same old program, you know, and we are saying, you know, why life is not changing. Life is not going to change because you are using the wrong program. Okay? If you want
Yes,
life to change.
I have a question. As you said, you can repeat every day that you are healthy. I am the health. I am healthy. I am peaceful. But well, you can say it every day and continuous. But if you cannot feel it, it cannot be a reality. So how
Yes.
can we develop a strategy for feeling it so it can be on as a real, you know? Because only saying it is not enough. You have to feel it. I
There
want a
is,
strategy to feel it.
yes. So you have to have the basis. You
Of
have to have the basis in which, like for example, you know that you are peace.
yes.
Okay, how do you know that you are peace?
Because I'm peaceful. I'm peaceful anyway.
No, because you understood and you experienced peace.
Yes, peace.
You know,
Yes.
and that peace did
Okay.
not come from outside. The peace was there
From
inside.
within. From within. Yes.
Yeah. So now let's talk about this very common one. Okay.
Okay.
Every day I am at the hospital and something is wrong. And something is wrong. Okay. So now I'll give you this twist. My body is having some kind of illness, but I'm okay. I'm okay. Yeah, you see the difference here? I'm healthy. My body has some problem. You know, like let's say if you are a driver and maybe your car has some issue. Are you going to say that, you know, I have the issue? Will you say that I have the issue, or you will say that my car is in the garage? Aruba? I'm
with you, but yeah, I mean, your body
it's the car.
has a
It's your
problem.
body that
Body,
is needing. Yes.
It's not the soul. The soul is okay.
Yeah. So when you say
Okay.
I am, you know,
I
not
am.
healthy,
I have.
you know, I am ill. And
I have a pain in my knee. I have pain in my back. It's not. It's not you. It's the body. It's
no,
the car.
it's the
It's the car.
body. Now, is there any problem for the body not being healthy? Of course, you know, the body is made of
Yes.
5 elements.
Yes.
It
Yes.
will degrade and it will deteriorate and it will be. Now, the funny part is that when you change your perception and you
Perception.
talk
Yes.
to yourself, and you talk to yourself that I am a very powerful, pure, positive, healthy soul. Okay?
Yeah.
And happy. That happiness will treat you. That happiness will treat you. Vinod, maybe I would like some feedback from your side. You being a doctor, do we see that people who are happy fall sick? You know, I think we lost. We might have lost Vinod. Okay, so do you? This is something that is actually researched very well. Those people who are happy, they have less illness. This is very clear. In fact, those who are ill and who start bringing in happiness, you know, automatically heal themselves. Actually, I heard this from a cardiologist who was presenting on a particular research that they were doing. And he said that number one thing to help your heart is be happy. Okay, that's the number one, more than any medicine. Okay, be happy, stay happy, surround yourself, and this is going to be the biggest medicine. So, but if I start, when the body is a little bit like that, and if I start going down and I start, oh, I'm so sick and I am so, yes, it is true, because this is a body. Not only the body will become sick and it will die also, it will finish also. Okay, but I'm always happy, I'm always peaceful. This is my truth, this is my nature. I'm eternal. I'm like that. I'm going to be like that. Okay, when we start, changing our belief and we start getting into, this thinking, that's where things go wrong, and we feel that we have not achieved what we want. Okay, so it's clear. We're going to go to the next part of how we can do this in a more clear. The first thing that I want to do for 21 days, don't start asking for peace. Say that you have that first thing in the morning, whatever it is. If it is peace, happiness, whatever it is, wake up in the morning, look at the mirror and say that I am so. One example that we've already got here from Rola. Thank you, Rola, for sharing. Oh, wonderful. I've got so much. I will read the whole thing. So I am creation. I am manifestation. I am positive. I am goodness. I am respect. I am, forgive me if I can't read, awareness. I am, let me try and maybe open it bigger. Yeah. Okay, now it's big. So I'm protection. I am financial freedom. I am peace. I'm love. I'm appreciation. I am prosperity. I am, I think, gold. I am rich. I'm honor. Yeah, lovely, lovely. So the long list, and this is going to be my reality. Speak about it. Okay. Don't speak about what is not there, or don't speak about what will come. Speak about what is. And you know that this is already there. You know that this is something that is part of me, the being. Okay? When you start speaking about it, in 21 days, this is going to be your reality. And your world, whatever you are creating, will be based on your thoughts. We know that very clearly, that if we think about something, that is what the reality is going to show me. It's like a mirror. Whatever you think, the picture will appear, and that's what you're going to see in your life. Yeah. So that's one thing. Okay. So now we're going to go to the final part, which again, think about it. Okay. We're talking about, I think by now we are very clear. My thoughts create my reality. Think about this. Who is the one who is creating my thoughts? It's very important. Who is creating your thoughts? Most of the people, most of the time, are not creating their thoughts. The thoughts, like Azim said, might be something that we've inherited from what we've heard when we were children, from our parents, from our elders, from our teachers, from our friends, from our colleagues. And we have put that, and we have believed in those thoughts. Okay? So when we realize that somebody else is actually controlling my mind, the media, other people, my beliefs, my opinion, and when we are able to let go of that, when I am able to let go of that and start creating my own thought, start having control of my thoughts, okay, then I'm actually able to create the reality that I want. When I have control of my thoughts, then I have the ability to create the reality that I want to see. But when my mind, which is basically the thoughts, is actually influenced by biases, opinion, perception, belief about what I had already put in my mind, then I'm not in charge, and therefore my life is not as per what I want. Okay? Think about that. Okay? And that's the key to change anything that is there into something more positive. Because now it's not an automatic response. You are the one in charge. Okay? We say that the common phrase that we use, my thought. So if it is your thought, then why you have to tell it to think positively? Yeah? Why do you have to tell it? It should think positively because you know that positive thoughts give good results. So it's habit, conditioning, beliefs that actually runs the show. If I want to change my reality, I need to break the chains of those things that are actually controlling me, and I have to put myself in front as a one who's controlling that, and check every evening. Okay, every evening, just sit down and check. Call your mind and talk to your mind. What happened today? What have you done? What kind of things did you think about? Talk to your mind like that, because you are not your mind. Talk to your mind and see, did you go in the negative side? Did you go wasteful side? Because sometimes we are not negative, but we are wasteful. Means that we are worrying and we are repeating some kind of thoughts all the time. Yeah? And we know that every time we do that, our feelings becomes like that. And we don't like it. Yeah? But then we're getting drained also at the same time. Every time I think negatively or wastefully, I lose my energy. I lose my time. Yeah? Because, that impacts our experience. Yeah? So if I want to change, I need to pay attention and I need to have clear control. I need to check at the end of the day, what was the result? Was I the master of my mind, or was the mind my master? Mind is a very good tool. Yeah? But we need to know how to use it. And whenever there is somebody that bangs me in some way or the other, just say to yourself, it's an empty boat. Or it's a boat with the driver is drunk. So that's why it hits your boat, right? Okay. So these are a few things that you can use. And I can guarantee you, if you start today, okay, just promise yourself, okay, I'm going to leave this part for you to tell me, what are the things that you've heard that you're going to apply? That way we will revise also. The first thing, what are you going to apply? We have discussed a lot of things. What is it that you're going to apply? Rola already started a little bit. She made the list. So one by one, please. Who would like to start? What is it that you've heard that you're going to apply? If you can't speak, you can type. Who's going to go first? Come on. Nothing is that you're going to apply. I mean, come on. First thing in the morning, what are you going to do? Oh, there are messages. Sorry. I wasn't reading. Sorry. Okay, so, there's a lot of messages that I missed. Connection was lost. Okay, and then all the inherited karmic traumas we have been carrying from our fathers, mothers, parents, and forefathers, we need to drop that. Okay, yeah, that's very good. Our partners are also affected by it. Okay. So apply. Can you repeat? Yeah. What are you going to do, Aroba? After hearing all this, what are you going to do? You're going to pray? Okay. Rola, remember the boat is empty before reacting. Remind myself that I am everything I want to have. Wonderful.
Yeah,
Very
I think just repeat, as you said, maybe repetition make the feeling coming by the time.
yeah.
When you repeat
Speak
every day
about
what you want, and then by the time, it will
Yeah.
be like you can feel it, and then you can apply it in your life.
Yeah.
This is what I think now. I understand that repeating
Yes.
that stuff, and then every day, you just it's gonna be like, you know, as a print in your body, and then you're gonna
Yeah.
feel it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know if Vinod maybe might be busy, but yeah, if you'd like to say something or share, you can. Otherwise, I understand you might be at work. Okay, so I'll just summarize it. Number one, make sure that when you wake up in the morning, whatever it is that you want to create, look at the mirror and tell yourself, I am that. Whatever it is that you have put in your what you want to create. Number two, if anything happens in your life, remember it's an empty boat. Okay? A boat which has a drunk driver is just like empty. Somebody else is controlling. When you talk to that person is not there. Okay? So remember the empty boat. Third thing is take control. It's your mind. You are responsible for having the control of your mind. So take control of your mind and put the thoughts that you want to see them to become, you know, the fruit according to those thoughts. Create the fruit that you want from the thoughts that you want to create. Therefore, you will be creating pure, powerful, positive thoughts. Okay, so always remember, if there is anything else that you're creating, that will become your reality, and stop it. Okay.
Can you repeat the last one?
So every time you create a thought, it's your thought, right? It's your mind. So it's you are the one who's creating, not your mind is creating, right? So always think of pure, powerful, positive thoughts. I will not create negative and wasteful thoughts. Yeah. So you always remember that. Okay. So check your thoughts and see. And then lastly, practice checking. You know, every evening before going to sleep, or, you know, during that time, just check, how was your mind? What kind of things that it did? Call your mind, speak to your mind, ask your mind, what have you been doing today? Just like when you have a worker, somebody working for you, you will check, no? You know, what kind of thing have you done? So that way, the mind is aware that somebody is looking. Okay? And who can do that? Only you can do that. Yeah? So if you follow these tips, within 21 days, your life is going to change. You're going to see whatever it is, and keep talking about it. Keep sharing also with other people. You know, I found this method in which I can change my life. And believe me, within 21 days, you're going to see the change that you're looking for in your life. If it is happiness, it will come for sure. Okay, it will be there. You just have to understand that what context are you talking about. Okay, if it is sickness, it's fine. The body is sick. The body is sick. It has to be sick. You can't blame the car that it is broken down. Of course, it will break down. Okay, but I am okay. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah. So this is the idea that you need to take and apply in you. So I'll just finish with the comment from Azim. The boat is empty. New learning for me. The boat has been hit daily. It was great share from Rola. Much appreciated. And yes, for 21 days and even longer, every morning, I thank all the Almighty for extension of my life. And I'm thankful for everything I have, and send blessing to everyone. Wonderful. And with that note, we finish today's workshop. I hope that there was something of value that you took. And if you liked it, please share the link for the YouTube video that will be posted very shortly. And welcome others. And next week, I think we have an Arabic workshop. But yeah, if you follow us on our Instagram or you receive our WhatsApp messages, please share it with the people that you know so that they can also benefit. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. God bless.
Thank you, Randa.